Hypocrisy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, small law firm in central Minnesota. How's it going today? How are you? Hope you're great. Just realized my lights aren't on. Just a minute. Well, that was fun. That was fun. That's it. Stream's over. Tax day sucks. I hate the government. I hope it catches fire and is abolished. Bye. I'm mostly kidding about leaving, but everything else I said stands. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Joe Biden can lick my naughty bits. Heck knows he'd try to sniff them. God, I hate the government. What do they do? What do they do to justify taking so much money? So much. I haven't even started yet. I haven't even started drinking yet. I'm gonna. What does the government do? What does it do that says, oh, by the way, like a third of your income, mine? Wait, but why? Why? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? I can't take it. Every year we do this. Every year they're like, yeah, well, here's your stuff that you earned. Roads. Your income taxes don't even pay for roads. That's the best part. They do that through other stuff. They do that through the wheelage and gas taxes, and they still don't pay for the roads. They don't even do it with the money that they're supposed to use for it. Then they're like, oh, we're out of money. We got to do a referendum to pay for the roads. Wait, why? What? You tax the purchase of my car. You tax the registration of my car. You tax the gas I put into my car. You tax the service I do to my car. And most of that is set aside for the roads. Then, when you come to the pothole-laden shit streak that you call a road outside of my house, and you're like, oh, we're going to fix the potholes. And I'm like, thank God, so I can stop paying taxes on the repairs to my car's suspension because it hit a pothole on the road that you made that I can't fix, because if I fix it, it's destruction of property, but you won't let me, so I can finally reduce the service payment. Thank you for fixing the road, good master. Oh, and they're like, wait, we're going to assess that to your property taxes, though. What? Why does that come out of my property taxes? I'm already paying for the road. Or what? Not come out of. Why does that add on to my property taxes? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It doesn't make any sense. You pay a shitload of money, and then whenever something's supposed to be done, oh, we got to do a referendum on that. Schools, right? All your property taxes and stuff, and the sales taxes in states that don't have property tax, that's supposed to pay for the schools. When they want to make a new school, or when they mismanage the money, what happens? Oh, we got to do a referendum. We got to do a referendum or all the teachers are fired. Good. Fire them and execute them. I'm done with them. Don't care. My kids don't even go. Bite me. Private school for the win. ANCAP all the way. You tax my income, and then you tax what I spend my income on. Doesn't make sense. How does that work? Remember when, was it John Kerry? Was it that sack of disgusting bones who tried to say income tax was voluntary? It's a voluntary tax. Oh, yeah. It's voluntary. The way someone holding a gun to your dick and saying, eat the Twinkie is voluntary. Starting with a double tonight. We got Balcones, Texas whiskey. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I've had a shit day, man. Absolutely terrible. For no other reason than stupid taxes looming over my head. Stupid taxes. That's all it is. Just taxes. Because everything else in my day was just the average level of irritating. But taxes. And then, of course, in the middle of doing my taxes, the website that I do my taxes on goes down. And it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. All taxes could be, like, the filing of taxes could be avoided. Even if we resign ourselves. Am I refocus with the lights? Sorry. Even if we resign ourselves to the fact that taxes are going to happen on income, which, by the way, took a constitutional amendment because it's so stupid. It's so dumb to tax income. It doesn't make any sense in the world. The government does not facilitate your income. Your relationship from buyer to seller, employer to employee, whatever that is your income. That's how you do it. The government doesn't facilitate that. It barely even protects your agreements. And the federal government certainly doesn't. The federal government only protects your agreements with itself. Everything else is handled by state governments. So if I have a dispute with YouTube, for example, as an independent contractor, guess what? I have to rely on the California courts. I have to go after them in California. So what did the feds do? What did the federal government do to merit up to 39% of your income? Now, most of us don't hit 39%. I don't hit 39%. What percentage did I hit today? Where is it? Where is it? Let's see. Excuse me. I'll try and figure out a rough percentage. See, they make it so complicated too. You got all these damn deductions and workarounds and bullshit that you gotta keep account of everything. It's like, no, how about instead of all that, you just flat tax the income a low amount? How about instead of all of that stuff, you just do that? Let's see, where is there a summary on here? Oh my God, hurry up. Let's see. Do I have to do math for this? I'm going to have to do fucking math for this. Let's do a rough number on math. Wait. All right. Looks like I'm somewhere around 15% for federal, and then another 7%, 7.5%, about half that for state. Great. Perfect. Love it. That seems like it seems like it's more though. So I might be estimating that wrong. You know how I am with math. Doesn't matter. It should be lower. Whatever the number is, it should be lower. let's see. All right, we're gonna probably come back to this topic here and there tonight. I'm just gonna. I don't have much planned. I have a couple things to talk about. A couple little news stories that have hit. Mostly, I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna complain when I think about it, and then I'm gonna, talk about stuff and hang out with you guys because there's like nothing else to do. There's like nothing else to do. Let me get this. Does my mouth taste like coffee? God, I fucking hate it. Oh, by the way, that is it lagging? Okay, it's not lagging. There we go. That 15%, I was not using my adjusted gross income, right? I didn't go through and check all my after business expenses and all that stuff. So it's actually, it's a decent grip higher. I don't even know. I don't want to know. I don't care. I'm just going to pay it. I'm just going to bite down on the leather. I'm going to grab the bed rail and I'm just going to say, do it. Just do it, government. Don't apologize. Just do it. Luminaire said, hey, Nick, my birthday was yesterday and I bought a bottle of Glenlivet 12 year. Thanks to the magic of time zones, it is still my birthday where you are. Would you share a glass of whiskey with me? I mean, I guess. I kind of am. Kamikaze Ozzy just wrote a $9,000 check to the Treasury today. Right before hitting the stream, I gave them 10 grand and I'm not even half paid off. And that's just the feds. I had to file an extension because I need more information from my poor babysitter so I can try and squeeze out a few extra shekels out of Uncle Samuelstein. Motherfucking government. Gotta hate it. Mario Carter, yeah, last year combined was 40K. That was state and fed. Last year. This year, I'm looking to be around 30K. And the weird thing is, I guess my income went down a little bit. I had more expenses. I bought way more Warhammer books. I bought a whole bunch. This time I itemized my Steam purchases. Fuck you, government. I wasn't gonna do it. But you assholes came in and ruined everything. You're lucky I didn't keep my whiskey receipts, because then I would be you'd be paying me back. Unfortunately, I didn't buy a new PC this year. This past year. I did that the previous year. I should buy one monthly, except for all the video cards being out. I would have bought a 3090. Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, sorry. Luminaire, yes. Cheers, buddy. Happy birthday. Don't let my stupid ranting get in the way of you having a good birthday. I bought a hot tub this year, and you bet your ass my bikini-clad bottom is going to be on a stream, and I'm going to claim that shit too. No, officer, I've never used it for anything other than income-generating purposes. You want to hang out? You want to take your shirt off? We'll do cut-off shorts. We'll just hang out in the hot tub. It's fine. Mr. Taxman. Mario Karter 13. Where did I leave off? I need to find that. Okay, that one. How did it do these out of order? What? That doesn't make any sense. I know it's missing some. You fucker. There we go. There they are. We've got Legend of Blue. Says, I'm asking for help for my dad as he ran into some unfortunate circumstances with his lawnmower. Anyone willing to help me on my GoFundMe? Maybe. I don't know how you're going to post it in the chat because you're not able to post links. But you can sure try. Thermasius 1980 says, was watching Open Range, Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall. Yeah, everything with Robert Duvall is great. And the bad guy is threatening town folks and their wives. My wife looks at me and says, that happens, you Minecraft them. Based AF. Keeper. That's a keeper. Keeper of a lady. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thermasius, by the way, I saw you sub into to that Twitch thought with the big hoo-has. the dude with the water sports going. That was hilarious. Good job. Good job. Listen, guys. This is a tax thread. Okay, this is a tax stream. Yeah, to be honest with you, I need your help. Been removed from the Twitch partner program. I don't know why. They haven't told me. They don't tell me anything. They don't tell you. They send you an email, but they don't tell you anything. They don't tell you why. Or removed from the Twitch partner. What did I do? I didn't do anything. I don't know why. Don't know why I'm removed. Because I didn't break any rules. So but I'm gonna need your support. This is a tax stream, okay? And if you want the show to continue, the government is gonna come take the show. If I gotta meet the goals. Gotta meet the goals. We're gonna meet the goals. We're gonna keep going until we meet the goals. Because we gotta do it every day. We gotta meet the goals every day. If we don't meet the goals, the government's gonna come in. It's gonna take over the stream, and you're just gonna get nothing but a tax auditor sitting at his desk all day. I don't know. He doesn't play Dark Souls or anything. He just tax audits. Look, I would have had the money to pay my taxes, but I had to get Hulk Hogan. I mean, I don't know where the money went. All right, I don't know where it went. I have no idea. It's not WWE champions. It's not that though. And I don't know. I just don't know where. Look, I have bills. I have bills that come in. I know I filed bankruptcy where I said I didn't pay any of my bills, but I have to live. I have to pay bills to live, and I need the. We just got to have the taxes come in. So we got goals today, and we're gonna have them. We're gonna have to get them. Okay, it's up to you guys. I need you to help me out. Don't hire an accountant. Just help me out with donations. Okay. I kid, I joke, and I kid, of course. I pay my taxes. I don't live a year and then demand other people to pay my taxes. That's weird. I just pay them. I pay them. Whew. You forgot about taxes? Well, if you're in Central Time, you have 35 minutes. Get to work. Oh, God. I think Asian massages are only tax deductible if you stream them. Okay, Phoenix Orem says, hey, Nick, did you know Michael Jackson was Native American? He's a quarter Cherokee or Navajo. Godspeed. Those are some dad jokes from beyond the grave, man. That's pod racing right there. Should we set a vest goal? Should we do a vest goal for the stream? Should we what should we set the vest goal at? Like I will go get a vest and put it on. Cuz I think like I've advertised a tax stream. You guys have to set a vest goal. $400? $400 vest goal? $70,000? Okay, I'm with that one. Let's try it. Let's see if we can do it. Same as DSP, $200. That's no fun. We're already past that. Although I don't have the post YouTube theft revenue. We could set it for 400. How's that? We'll set it for 400. At $400 of raw revenue, I'll go get the vest. There we go. That's pre-YouTube deduction. God, this has some coffee taste to it that I didn't notice before. It's kind of pissing me off. I'm switching whiskey. I know Phil's goal is $200, but he streams twice a day. So it's only fair to double it when you're only streaming once. I mean, how am I going to pay my taxes? With only $200, you think $200 is going to pay these taxes? Clearly, you've never done tax. Where do you even work? McDonald's? McDonald's, do you even work? I have a hard job. I'm here streaming. I stream every day, stream all the time. Do it for you. Can't even take a day off. You won't let me. Boss won't let me take a day off. You're the boss. I want to take days off. You won't. What do? You take pictures of people for a driver's license? It's not a job. It's not even hard. God, I hate tax day. Man, I hate tax day. Midwest Rail Fan with a big chat says the government steals from the producers to give to the loafers and foreign aid. Aren't you glad all our money is being spent by Israel and Palestine on shooting each other? That's great. That's so cool. Like, I love sending money to Israel and Palestine so they can then buy American rockets with the money and shoot it at each other. Profit. That's pure profit. Kyra says, stop crying. I'm not crying. You're crying. Just glass in my eyes. Pajama Man says, my best friend just got a notice that the guy who abused her from 9/11, 9/11. I was about to hashtag never forget. The guy who abused her from 9/11 is up for post-conviction relief and is having panic attacks. His name is Dudley R. Elliott. Life sentence. How worried should she be? Shit, I don't know. Does she... I mean, how long's he been away? I assume if she's your friend, it's been a decade. I assume it's been a decade. Is she worried he's going to come after her? I mean, I hope not. Look, if this dude is interested in kids, if he's a kid toucher, first and foremost, I hope he gets drone striked by Obama, right? Like Obama is after a guy named Khomeini al-Gahar Akbar Abu Muhammad. And I hope that, like, the rocket misses that guy and travels a bunch of miles and lands right in Dudley R. Elliott's sphincter. I'm so tired of kid touchers. They need to just go. Just get rid of them. They can end for all anyone cares. Like, we can just get rid of them. That would be great. That being said, I hate to put it this way, she's probably aged out of the abuse. Like, kid toucher taste doesn't grow with the kid usually. Like, it stays the same age, and then they find a new target, which is awful to put it that way, but I don't know how else to say it. I don't think she should be too worried about it. You know, hopefully he'll get COVID and die or something. By the way, since I mentioned COVID, I need to have a contraindicative statement where I say that everybody should always listen to the experts on COVID-19. They should only listen to experts. They should collate all the expert data that's out there and make the best healthcare choices in conjunction with their expert care providers on their own. I am not giving advice on COVID-19, nor would I ever presume to. That's what your taxes are for. Paying for Fauci to go to gay bars to observe the activity. That's what your taxes are going to. And I would never, ever, ever suggest doing anything else. YouTube, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving doctor advice. I'm giving legal advice. Except not real legal advice. These rules are so dumb. They're so dumb. YouTube, it's in the rules. It's in the rules that you can't talk about whatever about COVID unless you give a statement saying, but follow the experts though. Okay. I say it all the time. I'm going to just open every stream and show with it, close every stream and show with it. By the way, if I happen to say anything about COVID, don't listen to me. Listen to an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm a drunk guy in the middle of Minnesota. Listen to the drunk guy in Washington, D.C. telling you what to do. But anyway, she shouldn't be worried at all. Because even if he gets out, I don't think she's the target, man. I don't mean to make light of it. Levity is how I process things, and kid touchers need a lot of processing, like meat processing, right? Like and then you throw that part in the bucket, and then you pull off something else. They need a lot of processing. But no, I don't think she should be overly worried about it. Who knows if he'll even get it? Who knows if he'll even get post-conviction relief? But even if he does, I don't think she'll be on his radar. Here we go. We got Ben Graziano. This is filed back at the end of February. Still haven't gotten my return. Both IRS and congressmen say wait and be patient. Look, it's very hard for the IRS to work due to the pandemic and the shutdowns, because the IRS, who sits in a cubicle alone, can't sit alone and work on taxes during the pandemic, apparently. Like, that's what we're supposed to believe about, God, it's hot, about the IRS, is that somehow the pandemic and the quarantine affected the IRS to make them slow. Have you guys tried to call the IRS in the past 12 months? Has anybody? I have. Has anybody else, show of hands, tried to call the IRS? Did you sit on hold for any less than 3 hours? I never got to a person. I never got to a single person. I even had a specific person's line and I didn't get to that person. Always on hold, 3 hours. They just can't do it, guys. I know that, like, Jimmy John's is still able to answer a phone and make you a sandwich, but an IRS person, they just can't do it. What are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to answer a phone? That phone might have a pandemic. Last time I picked up a phone, I got a pandemic and died in China. What about you? Have you even picked up? Do you even have phones? Do you even have phones? I didn't think so. God, this is garbage whiskey. HB says, Nick, Get a doctor to prescribe the hot tub for stress relief. Grandpa did that and deducted the hot tub chemicals and electricity. Also, taxes are extortion since they take your stuff and put you in jail if you don't pay. Midwest Rail Fan says, here's for YouTube's cut, you DSP 2.0. Thank you. Thank you, Midwest Rail Fan. Much appreciated. Pop-up Headlight says, here's more to add to your liability for next year. Would it make more sense for you to file quarterly? Yes, of course it would. Why wouldn't that make sense? In fact, I'm pretty sure I have to, but I don't, okay? You got me. I like paying things at once. I don't like paying things off quarterly. Also, YouTube income's a pain in the testicles. I hate it. Because it goes way up one month, and then it's way down the next month, then it's way up, then it's way down. It's very erratic. How about they just get rid of taxes? Maybe they should try that. Oh, God. Diamond Duck says, so you give 30% to YouTube that uses government infrastructure, then pay government 25% of that. You know what? I hate the YouTube cut. But I'm going to tell you that the YouTube 30% cut it's brutal. But YouTube legitimately how do I word this? YouTube legitimately facilitates a payment system that outperforms the 30% cut versus Streamlabs. They just do. Because no matter how much, I've ever seen anybody push Streamlabs, no one outperforms YouTube Super Chats on a different platform. They just don't do it. YouTube makes the Super Chat a better product than anybody else. I wish the cut was 15% or 10% or no percent. I really do. But even with the 30% cut, YouTube makes Streamlabs, or YouTube does better than all the others. It really does. All right. Alba A says vest, no shirt. Vest and no shirt. Ooh, that's a tall order. Maybe we'll get there. It's some nondescript thing. First, we got to get to the vest. All right, guys, we got to get to the vest. Stream's been going 33 minutes. We haven't gotten to the vest streak yet. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We only have an hour, 2.5 hours to go. Well, 2 hours and 20 minutes, really. And I don't know if we're gonna make it to the vest. I mean, because we're not there yet. Phoenix Orem says, preacher voice. Can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours. If you can count. Now look what we have here before us. We got the simps sitting next to the MGTOW boys. We got the weebs right by, continued. But there is no continuation. The amateur iconoclast says, Todd, Daddy, what do taxes pay for? Ned, why everything? Policemen, trees, sunshine, and let's not forget the folks who just don't feel like working. God bless them. Very good. Oh, woo! We hit the vest. Streak. We hit the vest. Riley Petty John kicked us over the top. We got fellow anarcho-capitalists here. Agree that taxation is 100% theft. Also, all dislikes from this stream are from dirty commies confirmed. All right. Well, that was sooner than I expected. I have to go get the vest from the store. I actually mean upstairs. I'll be right back. I'll be right back with the vest on. See you in just a second. Should we play the whiskey peeing lawyer? Since I've got it on a button now? Yes, we should.
He drank a fair bit and then realized that his bladder can't handle the liquor inside, leaving us with his chair while he runs up the stairs, hoping the stream doesn't suddenly die. While we are waiting, we'll be laughing at you. The drinking along is what most of us do. The chat is united, getting excited for what you have for us when your peeing is through. When you have a small bladder and no sphincter control, freedom of liquor doesn't mean freedom from soaking your drawers. Now you're washing your hands and you realize that you've forgotten to scrub both the front and the back. Then you'll grab a quick bite, kiss your lady goodnight, and remember to thank her for all of the snacks. Whoa, water will cure your hangover. Oh, just drink some when the stream is over. When you have small bladder and no sphincter control, freedom of liquor doesn't mean freedom from soaking your drawers.
Okay, so this is why you always plan your antics. This is why you plan your antics rather than just doing antics, because I can't I can't find my vest. I only have one. And so I'm wearing my son's vest. It's really small. Trying to zip it. There we go. Oh, it's like putting on a baby seal. Woo! There we go. So yeah, this is all I got. My I have a dress vest somewhere, but I probably haven't worn it in like 2 years. It was for a friend's wedding. I don't know where it is. I have a picture of me in it. I can prove that I've worn it before, but I can't find it. And I'm trying to think. I'm like, maybe it's packed up in our storage shed. So anyway, this is probably funnier. This is probably funnier than the actual vest that I own. We'll see if we hit my secret. I have a secret goal for no shirt but vest. No shirt but vest. But this thing feels like it might chafe my nipples a bit. So we'll have to see if we get it. I think we're gonna get it anyway. But okay. The vest has made an appearance. The vest is here. We're in the vest zone. We're in the vest zone. We're ready now to proceed on with the stream. We're ready for it. So there you go. There you go. Let's see. Here we go. We've got 2% right. Says back at break again to name drop Confinement 2.5. A small, easygoing literary sci-fi convention in the Nashville, Tennessee area with authors like Lydia Schurer and Michael Z. Williamson last week of June. Confinementcon.org. So if you guys are into literary sci-fi, go check it out. Go check it out. Midwest Rail Fan says, are we in prep school now? We are. We are in prep school now, and this is what you get. This is what we get. Serial Foxy says, I can't believe Lady Rackets let you wear her vest. It's not hers. It's my son. He's 13. This thing is tight. This thing is tight. I feel like if I breathe out, I'm going to bust a zipper. We do have a couple of justice chats that I want to make sure and hit here. Because I'm a maximum grifter, and I am at turbo grifting levels no one's even heard of. These do not count towards the goal. And it's definitely because I'm a grifter, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I have no way to keep a running tally of Streamlabs donations. That is not the case at all. It's only the grift. Only the grift. Kermit the Frog here says, imagine being 6 minutes late because of taxes, never paid them and never will. Try and catch me, feds. Hang on, there's a knock on my door. Ah! Oh, man. R.I.P. to Kermit. They probably mistook him for a dog and now he's dead. Linda Marie says, it's not easy being green, but it's easier the more green you have. F you, IRS and government. Want to see my tax returns? Fuck you. Don't owe you shit. 1 year I gave my parents what they owe every year, even with 7 kids. May your kids make enough to do the same one day, Nikki. I don't think that last half was supposed to be in Trump's voice, but we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it anyway. Thank you. Yes, Donald Trump's taxes are still news. They're still in the... They can't get over Donald Trump. And that's going to segue into the next topic after this topic. They can't get over Donald Trump. They can't do it. They don't know how to do it. Vance, the prosecutor in Manhattan, is still he's just camera on pre-streaming, thinking about getting Trump in federal court. They are into state court, I should say, in New York. They are now talking about extradition of Donald Trump from Florida to New York. They're talking about that unironically. But of course, no charges have been filed. We have no indication that charges will be filed. We're just coming up to the end of the investigation after they've looked through millions and millions of documents. Here's the reality. Let's put this out there. Vance, if you can't charge Donald Trump after looking through millions and millions of tax documents, if you can't come up with a charge on a billionaire, you need to be executed for incompetence. There's no other way to put it. That doesn't mean Trump did anything wrong. It's that the laws are designed to make you fail at things like taxes. The laws are designed for you to lose. They want to be able to pull the trigger whenever they can. Tyranny is the sword of Damocles, but the trick is it's not over Damocles, it's over literally everybody. It's the sword of Joe, the sword of Eric, the sword of Bill, the sword of Tina. It's the sword of X. That's what taxes are. That's why the tax code is 80,000 pages. I wish I had it here. I wish I had my book on federal income tax from law school. It's one of the thickest books that I have. It's one of the thickest books that I have from all of law school. It's like that. One hand doesn't do it justice, right? You got to two-fist this book. And it's just on 2 sections of income tax. That's it. The 2 major ones. That's all they could fit into 1,500 pages. That's all they could manage. Just 2 sections of the federal income tax code and its accompanying case law. The federal tax code, the regulatory part of the tax code, is something like 82,000 pages. And you're supposed to abide by all of that. Now, most people won't get into those, into about 75,000 pages of that. Most people won't even come close to it because it's niche stuff. It's all sorts. Billionaires, however, will. They will. Because their money's going everywhere. Their money is funneling through Giuliani, like to his kids to pay hookers or whatever. Their money goes everywhere. Billionaire money goes all over the place. That's how you become a billionaire. You have to be funneling money in and out of all these different sources all the time. You're not just like, I got $1 billion working at my 9-to-5 job with my W-4. Nope, not how it works. Literally never. You have to have money coming in from a whole bunch of sources. You have to have money going out. You're paying people. You're employing people. Your empire, your whole infrastructure is growing. God, this vest is hot. How does my kid wear this without dying? Your whole infrastructure is growing, and that's how you're able to do it. Because you can't just. No one can make and spend $1 billion on their own. All right. Cloud Duel 13 says the Village people want their vests back. Well, they can't have it. They can't have it. Okay. Let's go into that next story. Oh shit, what was it? Oh yeah. This is not related at all. is not related at all. But I want to bring up something and address it. It's not related, but it's half related. You know how it is. You know how it is. Now, I don't want to call this person out. I mean, maybe I do. I don't know. I think this person might be a fan of the show or not. I can't tell. I have no idea. So we're going to do it. We're going to just call him out anyway. And if you are a fan of the show, well, natural consequences of saying something dumb. None of us are immune from it, especially not you today. So this is from Alf Bicknell. Alf Bicknell. I like cats. Should I read this as Alf? Things you won't hear about from those fierce defenders of the First Amendment, Viva and Barnes or Ricada. The Viva Frey, Nate the Lawyer, Ricada Media, and Hunley Eric. Okay. So there you go. We've got him tweeting Ari Cohn. Ari Cohn. This is the guy, I think, who founded FIRE, the campus free speech thing. Whatever. He says, let's be clear about this. The DOJ attempting to secretly unmask a social media account that parodies an elected official is a gross abuse of government power and a severe threat to the First Amendment. Let's go back to this. This was just unsealed in the last weeks of the Trump administration. William Barr's Justice Department tried to use a secret grand jury subpoena to unmask Nunes Alt, a Devin Nunes parody account. So this is Devin Nunes' alt mom, probably the same person as Devin Nunes' cow. Okay. Going back to this. Things you won't hear about from those fierce defenders. First of all, I don't listen to Ari Cohn. And I don't even know who Kay Polson is. But they both sound like F slurs to me. I don't fucking care about these people. I don't know these people. These people aren't... I mean, I know who Ari Cohn is. But look, if it's a lawyer on Twitter, 90% chance I hate everything that they say. And don't want to listen to what they say. Because lawyers on Twitter are idiots. Okay? So, that's the first thing. The second thing, I don't know who the guy he's talking about even is. So I had no idea about this. I'm just sitting there minding my own business. I had just gotten back from taking my kids to a picnic. I'm taking my kids to a picnic. I come home and I've got tag on Twitter and I've got this guy telling me about this thing that I'm definitely not going to talk about. Well, first of all, I probably wasn't going to hear about it. So thank you for bringing it to my attention. But next thing, no, the government interfering in private citizens, making fun of government officials is not a good thing. There's no way, there's no earth in which I support that activity. I obviously am pro free speech. I'm anti-government. William Barr has been a colossal fucking idiot, culminating with refusing to accept a plea deal for Derek Chauvin 3 days after Floyd died that would have eliminated all of it. All of the trial, everything would have been gone if Barr would have just taken the plea deal. Chauvin would have gone to prison for 10 years plus on his own admission, and everything would have been fine. But he didn't do it because he's a fuck up. Instead, he decided to let the country burn for a straight year of burning, by the way, which culminated in his boss losing an election. William Barr sucks. William Barr's always sucked. But you know who really sucks in all of this? You know who the biggest piece of shit in this whole equation is? It's actually the Devin Nunes' alt or Devin Nunes' cow guy. Because you know why? A person whose entire Twitter presence is parodying some fucking lame congressman is boringly unfunny. This is the left's version of memeing. And if you've checked it out, like, look at how dead and unfunny this is. Look, so he's got a human centipede joke of Putin to Trump to Nunes. Hilarious. Oh, he got him. He got him. What's next? Let's see what he's got. Spoiler, we got to get past today's news. So I'm going to just scroll down for a while. Hopefully we're past today's news. It's hard to tell with these accounts. They tweet so much. So Devin Nunes' account, he's communicating with himself. This guy is so fucking boring. He has 2 accounts and he goes back and forth with himself because he thinks that's funny. Oh! Look at this. I remember this. He's retweeting himself from March 7th of 2020. Why? Because he has nothing to tweet about in 2021. That's $83.12 mimosas. Devin is really pissed off about this. Truth prevails. Devin Nunes' attorney sanctioned order to pay CNN $21,000 for filing frivolous defamation lawsuit. Today would be a perfect day to arrest Matt Gaetz. Oh, he got him. Oh, he got him. Thank God Devin Nunes' alt mom got Matt Gaetz. Are we doing the thing now where every 3 months or so we pretend Liz Cheney is a good person? Wow! Wow! Zinger! I wish, you know what? I don't want the DOJ to unlock this guy. I want him to drone strike him for being not funny. These people are insufferably fucking unfunny. They're horrifically boring. And the fact that there's a Twitter platform out there for them. Look at this. This guy, let me point this out to you, has 121,000 followers. He has 121,000 followers. 425 likes. 1,400 likes. 1,900 likes. 200 likes. 19 likes. 41 likes. 160, 868 likes, 77 likes. Let's go to today. Today's a big day for him. They've got a lot. 4,700 on this one. There you go. That's a big day. 1,100 likes from someone else. Okay. 800 likes. There's 121,000 followers. That's 8 times as much as me. And they get about double the interaction. Maybe they're catastrophically uninteresting people, and they should be purged from the earth for it. They're literally a waste of everyone's life. They don't add anything to Twitter. It's like, it's funny for one tweet. And then everything out, they're like, oh my God, people liked my one tweet in my cool profile. I'm going to do it every day, all day. Let's see this. Let's see how much. So here we go. They're doing, on average, 11 tweets a day. They're following 5,386 accounts. Why? Isn't the meme that you only follow one? Shouldn't you just follow Devin Nunes? Oh, wait. You ran out of material, didn't you? Because it wasn't a funny joke. Losing subscribers now because they're just not interesting. Even today, losing subscribers. Uh-oh. monthly likes. Yes. This is their validation. This is their life, culminating in January 2021. That's the absolute peak of their existence. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This is this person's greatest achievement. Your greatest achievement on earth is creating a Devin Nunes parody account, making fun of his mom. Pouring a drink for 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. We're working our way to that next section of the vet school. We're gonna maybe get there. We'll see. Look, it's up to you guys. If we can't hit that next section of the vet school, then I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna be able to do YouTube streams. I'm gonna have to go do the other thing where I don't earn any money from it. If we can't do if we're not gonna hit the streams, we're not gonna hit the goals. So anyway, that being said, a bunch of, I retweeted this, a bunch of people jumped in, mentioned that me and Viva and Nate and Eric Hunley have all expressed disdain for this stuff. Of course we have. The government going after this guy is stupid. This guy should be killed by leprosy, not bothered by the government. It's ridiculous. But William Barr's a pile of garbage. But here's the thing. That was probably less to do with Trump and a lot to do with Devin Nunes, a powerful congressman making a big stink about all of the hate that he's getting from these accounts on Twitter. That's going to get the DOJ involved. And you shouldn't have to worry about this. But if I made an AOC's vagina or AOC's throbbing cock alt on Twitter, and first of all, it would be banned in an hour. But second of all, if I did that, I would expect the DOJ would try and unmask who I was too. Because that's what happens when you go after Congress people. It's not right, but it just is. It just is what they do. AOC's thousand cock regret. Like, I saw that video of her dancing around in college. That chick was dancing on dick left and right. I promise you. Of course she was. She was an attractive little thing. Guys would be into her. Got a crazy eyes. Got a crazy brain. But anyway, I wanted to point this out. Of course I'll mention it. Here, William Barr's a pile of shit. Easiest sentence in my entire life. Government overreach onto Twitter activity is terrible. Needs to stop. Easiest second sentence in my entire life. I can do this all night. So the government should never use a grand jury to try and uncover a Twitter account over jokes. Whew. Man, that was rough. That was hard statements to make. God, somebody get me a truss. My hernia's acting up after that. It's ridiculous. So, Alf, I don't think this guy means anything bad or whatever. I assume he follows me on Twitter, so I'm going to assume he's a fan of the show. Maybe he's not. Maybe he follows me for hate or whatever. I don't care. Either way, I'm going to mention this stuff. I don't know about this stuff most of the time because I don't care. It's really unimportant. Ultimately, they didn't get it. What was way more interesting to me was whether Devin Nunes would be able to get that information out of Twitter through a civil lawsuit. Because there is a very real possibility that Devin Nunes' mom, Devin Nunes' cow, Devin Nunes' alt, whatever, that all of them actually did cross the barrier of what you're allowed to do in public discussions. They very likely could have done actual harassment. And I'm curious, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm curious about how far the courts would go in uncovering this stuff, because it's an interesting question. How much information are the courts going to give from a place like Twitter in a civil lawsuit? We don't actually know the answers to that. We don't know the answers to that. I'm not rooting for the government. I'm not rooting for Devin Nunes. Devin Nunes is just a congressman. I don't care about him. All congressmen are completely replaceable to me. If a nuke hit Congress tomorrow, I would go, oh, well, 435 more House members and 100 more senators where they came from. No one would miss them. And you got me drinking, so you got me eating M&Ms. But it's literally not interesting to make parody accounts about a public figure, a public official, and like just run that all over the place. Unless you're making funny jokes. But they're not. Because they can't meme. They can't meme. They expend all of their meme sperm on the creation of the account, and they had nothing left in the tank afterwards. Digitalis, this is the vest. This is the vest. Hitting a couple lag spikes here. Chill out, guys. This whiskey is so bad. Oh, God. This is the Aaron malt. And it's the Sauternus cask finish, which is a white wine. And look, I like white wine. I really do. I'm a white wine supremacist. That's not true. I like a good red too. I like a good white wine. The problem with a white wine finish on a whiskey is it's not a good white wine. You have a whiskey with a white wine aftertaste. But a white wine aftertaste is something you get from a $9 bottle of Barefoot, Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. You can get that for free, basically. You just go take it from a homeless guy. It's awful. It should never accompany a $90 bottle of whiskey. Ever, ever, ever. The finish should be complex. It should be intriguing. It should not taste like I just drank box wine. What a fucking terrible, terrible wine. Joshua Vidrine says, here, have some money I wrangled back from the government. I used the rest on brand new tires since I was tired of driving around in what felt like the vibrating strap on Monica gives to the Ron Sawyer nightly. Probably the same size, too. Gross. Gross, but thank you. Thank you for your government riches. I appreciate them. Bazak, yes, I did get a new camera. He says, did you get a new camera, Nick? It's been a while, but fuck me, you look like some wino off the street. A long day and a better camera. P.S. Nothing but love. Just shocked at how tired you look. I've had a shit day, man. It's tax day. Tax day is, you know how like your birthday or Christmas or Thanksgiving, whatever it is for you, is like the greatest day of the year, and you're like, yes. For me, it's Thanksgiving. Screw Father's Day, birthdays. I don't want my kids and wife to buy me presents. I don't want any of that. Thanksgiving, baby. I'm going to eat a bunch of turkey. I'm going to eat mashed potatoes and gravy. It's going to be great. I love it. Thanksgiving me all day. I want Thanksgiving. I want anything else, by the way. I just want turkeys and mashed potatoes. I would rather have cranberry sauce. No, I'll just have a turkey thigh in addition to the other turkey thigh and the turkey leg that I'm already eating. Well, what about corn? Nope. I'll just add a turkey leg to it. What about green beans? Fuck green beans. I want mashed potatoes. Now I've got 2 legs, 2 thighs, and I'm going to add a big chunk of turkey breast. That's all I want. That's all I want to do. And gravy over the whole plate. If you're eating anything on Thanksgiving, you should eat gravy on your Thanksgiving apple pie. Thanksgiving is gravy day. Put gravy on everything. Put it in your soda. Put it in your apple cider, whatever you're eating. Put gravy in it. It doesn't matter. Get a heart attack. If you don't have one on Thanksgiving, you're not trying hard enough and you're not enjoying the holiday. I don't want anything else. Thanksgiving is my day. Taxes is my anti-Thanksgiving. Taxes is the antithesis of Thanksgiving for me. I don't eat. I don't sleep. I don't do anything I like. I just do taxes. Like all day. All day I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta do taxes. Shit. Fucking taxes. God, I gotta do taxes. I gotta give the government more money. More money from me. Why the government get my money? Why you having my money? You want my money. Government is like a black chick looking for child support in Drexel's dreams. That's what it is. That'll probably get me canceled. Fuck. Thoughts on deviled eggs? Man, I can eat deviled eggs. I can eat 100 million deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. I would eat nothing but deviled eggs if I could. I would eat deviled eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. God, I love them. Put gravy on them. Put bacon on deviled eggs. Space Force Commander says, just for your correct view of Thanksgiving, $20. Thank you. Thank you so much. Endless End 2646 says, grabbed a bottle of that whiskey you're drinking. Great stuff. Wait, which one? Endless End, tag me and tell me which whiskey. I'm drinking like 5 right now. Great stuff. Thanks for the recommendation. Did you see that Steven Crowder is suing YouTube over their assault on his channel? I did. I haven't looked at the lawsuit. I got to take a look at it. Guys, let me show you something. You mentioned deviled eggs. This is your fault. This stream has no agenda, just like the truth on a Glenn Beck wet fantasy. This stream has no agenda, and I am going to prove it right now. I got to go back to 2019. All the way back. 2019. I'm going to tell you guys about a time that I visited Vic Mignogna. So I visited Vic Mignogna in 2019. I got to visit him here in 2022, obviously in Georgia. But in 2019, I went to his hometown, met him for some food. We had a good time. But while I was there, I'm a late eater. I'm a late person, right? You guys know, late and gay all the time. I'm always up past everybody else's bedtime. So I'm up late. I've got to find... So the tough thing is when you're in a city and you're looking for late night food. Late night food. Late night food is hard to find. Oh, it's the balcones? That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. I'm not liking it today, but it's my own problem with it that I'm not liking. All right, I'm going to find this picture. So anyway, I'm a late night person, and finding late night food is really, really tough to do. Did I miss this? I think I missed it. I better have this fucking picture somewhere. Still in 2019. 2019 was the year of Vic, right? Yeah. Wouldn't have been that time. I'm going to find this picture. Oh my God. When was it? When was it? I don't think it was in 2020. I didn't go down there in 2020. There's Hawaii Con. If I can't find it, I'm going to have to find it. I'll tell you what it is if I can't find it. It's going to be way less impactful if I tell you what happened. God damn it. I switched phones is the problem, but I swear I have a picture of this somewhere. Oh my God, I don't have it. Let me try this. Let me see if I've got something else that would indicate it. Nope, nope. Where the hell is this? I have one more place to check. Hold on. I have a reliable source of pictures. Oh my God, why am I so bad at this? Oh, that's right, it's the drinking. Shared media. All right, I'm going to find this. I'm going to do it. If not, if I don't find it in just a couple minutes, it'll just be the end. That'll be the end. It's okay. Where is it? Where is it? This is the best TV show on the planet. The one where an idiot sits and looks through pictures that you guys can't see. You're all like, God, I wish I was doing anything else right now. What the hell is this? When were these pictures taken? I can't tell. I need to know. Fuck. I don't think I'm going to find it. There's one more place I could check. I'm not even looking at your responses right now where you're making fun of me. But you should continue to make fun of me. That is what I deserve right now. Wait, when is this? Oh, God, that looks good. Come on, internet. Catch up. Shit. Try one more place. Hey, do you guys want to see a picture I took? Here we go. Here's a picture I took. Take this. Look at that. Oh, it's Lady Rackets and my littlest one. That's the drinking coming through. We were walking the other day. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking for a different... I'm looking for something important. There they are! I knew it! I knew it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. I'll scroll down. Do you know what this is? Can you even process what this is? I bet you can't. I bet you can't. This is a deep fried deviled egg. That's right. This You guys can see my mouse here. This is an egg, a boiled egg that they took out of the shell, and they took the egg out. Then they battered it and they fried the fucking egg. And then they put the deviled egg spooge with some paprika on top and then candied bacon. I would eat 1,000,000 of these. They're so good. They're so good. There is very little else that you can eat. This is so good. Ah! Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Someone mentioned deviled eggs. That was so long ago. It was so long ago. Eat deviled eggs, y'all. Zodiac says, "Are you trying to have sex with me? That vest dough. That vest dough. That vest dough. Dough? That vest dough? Listen. I'm not turning anybody down right now. I'm not turning anybody down. God. So that was in the Dallas Fort Worth area. I don't quite remember where. I think there's a place called Lucky Dog. Is that it? Let me find it. Lucky Dog Bar and Grill in Dallas. Is this it? Nope. It's not that one. Dog Bar Dallas. Angry Dog? Doesn't seem like it was an angry dog. I don't even remember what that was called. Was it this place? Was it Angry Dog? Doesn't sound right. Menu. Appetizers. Sit. I don't think it was Angry Dog. Although Angry Dog has Grifter's queso, so I got to go there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a dog. It's dog something. Fucking go to Fort Worth and buy them. I don't care. One of you guys have been there. Lazy Dog? Lazy Dog. It might be Lazy Dog. Let's see. Lazy Dog restaurants? Menu? Small plates? Just call them appetizers, you fucking weirdo. Crispy deviled eggs. There it is. Lazy Dog. Go to Lazy Dog, wherever they are. I don't care where they are. It's a chain. It doesn't matter. Eat them anywhere. They're so good. All right. Bad Vibe says, the fact is, in general, most people don't know who represents them in Congress. The one law I want is excluding the Constitution. All federal laws shall expire every 5 years. Must go through the same vote to renew it. That'd be interesting. It'd have to be a constitutional amendment. What a mess that would be. All right. Thank you for indulging me. I've been taking a lot of pictures with my stupid camera, by the way. But I'm not going to show you all of them because I told you I wouldn't, and that's gay. Here we go. Let's talk about this. This has nothing to do with law except that it involves a contract. Boom! This is something I care about a little bit. You guys remember a little company named Triller? I've been talking about Triller. Triller's a giant pile of shit. However, I was told in no uncertain terms that Jake Paul is super, super serious about suing Ethan Klein of H3H3. All right? And this is someone who told me with a direct link to Jake Paul. Like, they know Jake. They have the means to communicate with Jake. And they said, no. Jake Paul definitely wants to sue Ethan Klein. And I said, all right, let's talk about this very briefly. Triller, their lawsuit against Ethan Klein is bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. So if Jake Paul wants to sue Ethan Klein, he needs to immediately get a second opinion, because he may want to sue Ethan Klein, but whoever's going after Ethan Klein definitely is not trying to do it. So they need a second opinion on that. All right? And this person apparently forwarded that information to Jake Paul. Mr. Disaster 2000. No, you're $75 short of my secret chafe nipple goal. Got $75 to go. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you're not in my head and how you don't know this, but $75. But anyway, so Triller, of course, is suing H3H3. Triller seems to be a pile of garbage company based on their lawsuit. Now, a lot of people like Triller, and maybe they're good, but Novian LLP, the lawyers representing Triller in this copyright suit, they have not filed a fucking document that indicates a serious lawsuit. They haven't done it. Which is not my fault. It's not my fault. And you can ask any other internet lawyer. We've all looked at it. It's all of them. All of them will tell you it's fucking trash. Except maybe Leonard French, the fucking weirdo who should know that this lawsuit is trash. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Leonard goddamn French, the savior of Gamergate. Fucking Leonard French. I want to remind everybody what Leonard fucking French said about the first Triller lawsuit. Shut up, Leonard. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this. I have no problem with Leonard, by the way. But this motherfucker should have seen this coming a billion miles away. He says, the new lawsuit that accuses H3H3 and others of pirating the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight has already taken some twists and turns. In this update, the judge has a surprise ruling for the H3H3 defendants. Nope. It's not a surprise ruling. Nobody on earth who looked at that lawsuit said, you know what? This thing has merit. Except Leonard French, who said to H3H3, you should hire the best copyright attorneys you can find. The best ones to pursue a fair use defense. What are you talking about, a fair use defense? They didn't put a single fucking fact in the lawsuit. Not even one. No, Ben Frail, he's not being sarcastic. Go watch his video on it. I'd watch it, except it's 45 fucking minutes long. It's 45 minutes of him going through this lawsuit and talking about how H3H3 needs to find a good fair use defense. He literally does not need a good faith fair use defense at this point. He doesn't need any defense because the lawsuit is entirely fucking frivolous. And I'm sitting here looking like, Leonard, I defer to Leonard on copyright issues. I really do. I respect him. He's a practicing attorney. But this one was so obviously and blatantly bad. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he wasn't seeing the forest for the trees or whatever. He's like, oh man, I know Ethan Klein admitted to this. It's like, you got to put that in the lawsuit. You got to put it in the document. You got to just, all you got to do is write it down. It's the only thing. That's the only requirement. Just write it down. Just write it down. Hey, if you write it down, you'll be fine. Just write it down. Just write it down. And they wouldn't do it. They still won't do it. So I think this is a little bit, I was shocked. I was shocked. Again, I still have a lot of respect for Leonard French, practicing copyright attorney. I don't know why he missed this one so bad, but he missed this one. This is not a sarcastic post. If you go watch his video on it, again, it's 45 minutes long, which is why we're not watching it. But if you go watch it, he's serious about this suit, like having an impact. At this juncture, it has no impact. Now, again, I told the person, I said, look, you got a line to Jake and Triller. You better tell them that their lawyers are fuck-ups, colossal fuck-ups. But let me tell you some behind the scenes on this. I have heard from people with reason to know that Novian and Novian LLP file bullshit lawsuits for the purpose of intimidation all the time. All the time. It's what they do. It's what they're known for. By the way, it's what the courts in California and in the federal courts know them for. They know that this lawsuit is bullshit because it comes from Novian. And until Novian files a competent document, they're going to get nothing. I don't know if they swindled H3 or if they swindled Triller and they swindled Jake Paul or whoever. I don't know if they swindled them or what, but they convinced them to go with them as the right attorney. There's two options. Either they knew that Triller filed bogus lawsuits and would use it for intimidation to try and drive money to the payoff option of $50 a pop, or they didn't know and Novian lied to them. Whatever way, whatever happened, Triller and Jake Paul, if they're serious about going after H3, and they've got a claim. If H3 admitted to the piracy, they've got a very fucking good claim. They want to go after them. They got to get a different lawyer to do it. They got to do it. All right. A bunch of chats have come in. We are over the secret chafed nipple vest goal. So I need to change out of this shirt and into just a vest. I'll be back in just a minute. All right. All right. We are in shirtless vest territory. We're in shirtless vest territory. Here we go. Okay. Back to the story at hand. Look, I'm gonna confess something here. I'm not looking blurry. I'm looking drunk. There you go. Dana White is Chad-like. Dana White's fantastic. He's phenomenal. He's great. And this is why. This is why Dana White is great. This article. Dana White says, leave me and my guys alone. Dana White blasts Triller and De La Hoya for trying to book GSP. UFC president Dana White responds to Triller's plans to have an event bannered by Oscar De La Hoya and Georges St. Pierre, two retired fighters. One of them Oscar has been retired a while. Right before Saturday's UFC 262 festivities, it was reported that UFC president Dana White decided against a supposed boxing match between Georges St. Pierre and Oscar De La Hoya. The bout was supposed to be a banner event for Triller, which had just concluded the Jake Paul-Ben Askren event in April. Here's the reality. Oscar De La Hoya versus Georges St. Pierre is not going to draw as much money as Jake Paul and Ben Askren. It's not going to. You want to know why? Do you want to know why? Jake Paul's not in it. Jake Paul's not in it. Which is stupid. It seems weird. It seems dumb. But the reality is social media reach is directly tied to revenue and interest in a social media event. Oscar De La Hoya and Georges St. Pierre are not the social media draws that Jake Paul is, which may be dumb. Listen, ignore Jake Paul, right? Ignore Jake Paul and say the fifth highest pay-per-view event of all time is a boxing match with Ben Askren. I'm sorry. What? Who? Who fucking cares? Ben Askren? Ben No Hands Askren? Ben, I'm a great wrestler, but I've never had a stand-up game Askren? Ben Askren is not the draw of the fight. Jake Paul is. Which is dumb. The Paul brothers, who care? I don't watch the Paul brothers. I don't care what they do. I'm not a fan of their content. It doesn't matter. They've got millions and millions of followers. Millions and millions of followers. The entire draw is Jake Paul, and his draw is huge. It's bigger than any UFC fighter except maybe Conor McGregor. And that's a big fucking maybe. I bet Jake Paul draws bigger than Conor McGregor. That's how big social media is versus fighting. Boxing, UFC, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The biggest draws in the world right now in any event for something like pay-per-view are on social media. It's an uncomfortable reality. It doesn't reflect skill. It doesn't reflect training. It doesn't reflect what you've earned, the weirdest fucking thing in professional fighting. It doesn't reflect any of that. It doesn't reflect ability, talent, anything. Nothing. It's literally the clickability of the person. Jake Paul is more clickable than just about any professional fighter. That's the reality. And if PewDiePie got in the boxing ring, it'd be bigger. Or Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast got in the boxing ring, it'd be bigger. It doesn't matter. People are consistently undervaluing social media because it's a new thing. But social media has been driving hiring decisions in all sorts of fields for a long time. Why do you think Vin Diesel was the voice of Groot? Was it his beautiful vocal talent? Did you guys even know Vin Diesel was the voice of Groot? Vin Diesel had 10 million Instagram followers. That's why he's the voice of Groot. They could have paid nobody to be the voice of Groot. Any fucking idiot on earth could have been the voice of Groot. But it was Vin Diesel. It's Vin Diesel, and he got paid a lot to just say, Groot. I am Groot. The reason he got paid a lot is because of his ability to promote the movie. Social media's pull, like these weird... Look, guys, I have a tiny social media following by comparison to someone like Jake Paul, and I have a vastly disproportionate impact on how things go. Social media's value is not consciously recognized by people. It's undeserved. It's unearned. It has nothing to do with anything. It doesn't matter, though, because it's the clickability of the person. That's what gets people to pay $50. $50? Listen, a lot of you guys spend more than $50 in a month of live streaming. A significant amount of people spend more than $50 in a month of live streaming on Super Chats. Converting that into pay-per-view, now expand it to an audience the size of Jake Paul. It's millions of people would spend $50 on a one-off of Jake Paul. Would millions of people spend $50 on a one-off of GSP or Oscar De La Hoya? No. No, they won't. That's the thing that I've been talking about this for a couple years. Ever since Asterios Kokkinos wrote Cuxmas Carols and charted on the Billboard 100 list. This is Billboard 100. This is supposed to be the 100 best musical compositions of the week or the month or the year, or whatever it is. This is supposed to be the cream of the crop. And literally Santa Cuck goes on to the Billboard 100 list. Why? The social media presence of Dick Masterson, a comparatively tiny influence. If Jake Paul wrote a book, bestseller tomorrow. If Mr. Beast wrote a book, bestseller tomorrow. We're talking top 0.001% of book sales ever. If Mr. Beast wrote anything, Mr. Beast could draw pictures of dicks for 200 pages and it would outsell every book except for 50 Shades of Grey and Harry Potter. Think about that. It's why Mike Cernovich, they had to take him off the bestseller list for Amazon because he self-publishes. Mike Cernovich, a certified fucking lunatic, can write a book and sell 2 million copies. New York Times bestseller list is 30,000 copies in most categories. You see New York Times bestseller on all these books, 30,000 copies. Mike Cernovich writes a book, Gorilla Mindset, The Black Pill Baby, 950,000 copies. And Oscar De La Hoya wants to grab GSP out of his UFC contract to fight for Triller. This is a long rant, but it's important to understand. People who are stuck in normie media don't understand social media. And I'm not saying that it's right. I think it's wrong. I think all of us YouTubers, we're a bunch of idiots. We're a bunch of fucking weirdos. Somehow we attract an audience, and a lot of that has to do with YouTube's algorithm just bringing people to us. That's fine. Jake Paul does not deserve the audience that he has. He just has it. Doesn't matter whether or not he deserves it. Social media has gone beyond. It has broken all of the conventional ideas we have about money making, about media, about buyership, about audience. All of that is toast now. So here we go. The Golden Boy also blamed White for denying St. Pierre his biggest payday ever. It wouldn't be. This is a trick. This is the thing that I wanted to get to. Triller would not be paying out to George St. Pierre his biggest payday ever, because this event between Oscar De La Hoya and GSP, two of the greatest fighters of all times in their respective disciplines, would not draw anywhere near what Jake Paul and Ben Askren drew. And you know who knows that? Do you know who understands that better than anybody? Dana White, the smartest fucking man in legacy media. Wrong? You think that's wrong? You think De La Hoya and Jake and GSP would draw bigger than Jake Paul and Ben Askren? I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it. Unfortunately, we'll never find out. But I'm telling you, if Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, a literal who and a fucking terrible boxer, is the 5th highest pay-per-view event in history, of all pay-per-view events, it's the 5th highest ever. GSP and Oscar De La Hoya isn't drawing shit. Despite his hesitation to respond to the issue, White was goaded into doing so. As expected, his words weren't very kind. This is why I like Dana White. Does anybody give a shit? I don't give a shit what they think, White said during Saturday's post-fight presser. You think I care what Triller thinks? I don't even take their calls. He doesn't. I don't even fucking care who Triller is. I don't care who Triller is. I don't care who fucking anybody is. This is what let's check this out.
To move for Jake Paul.
Oh my God! Don't even ask me about these idiots. Who gives a shit? Does anybody give a shit?
I guess they
You do? No, I don't give a shit what they think. You think I care what Triller thinks?
No. Are you sick and tired of them mentioning UFC?
I don't even take their calls. This idiot calls me every day, texts me every day. Please answer my call. Please talk to me. Why won't you talk to me? Because I don't give a fuck about you. Do your thing. Leave me alone. Go fucking do whatever it is you're doing. Knock yourself out. I could care less.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah. I have no interest in talking to any of those idiots. They can do their thing. Do your thing. Stop talking about me. What do you give a shit what I'm doing? Go do your thing.
At some point, is it getting annoying that they only seem to ever talk about UFC fighters and UFC talent?
Oh, I get it, but yeah. Get out of here. What are you doing? I don't even know what you're doing. What is this thing you're trying to build? What are you doing? You know, and why are you talking? What do I have to do with it? What do I have to do with it? Or my guys? Do your thing. What are you doing? Are you starting an MMA organization? Or you know? And then you got Oscar, this fucking idiot again in the car that night.
Fuck! I was muted. My bad. Okay. Let me re-say what I said. Dana White doesn't give a fuck about Triller. He doesn't give a fuck about Triller, and he shouldn't. But if you don't understand what's going on here, GSP is retired, but when he retired, that froze his contract because he may want to come back to fighting. He may unretire at some point. If he unretires, UFC owns his fighting years. He signed those fighting years to UFC. So he needs permission from Dana White to fight anywhere else. UFC has exclusive rights to GSP fighting, as they should. But that being said, Dana White doesn't give a fuck about Triller. Triller is just after UFC fighters who are under contract because they're the draw that gets their events some attention. I'm sorry. Again, Oscar De La Hoya, boxing is boring to me personally. I've seen a couple of exciting boxing matches. Most of them are just 15 rounds of boring, and that's fine. If you like boxing, you like the technical aspect of it, great. I'm not here. It's a great form, and they're the hardest punchers on the planet. They punch harder than every UFC fighter. Boxers punch fucking hard. It's amazing. And the fact they can knock people out with those big ass padded gloves on, great. Awesome. I'm not that entertained by boxing. Never gonna be that entertained by it. I've tried, can't do it. I would much rather watch any UFC fight than any boxing match. But that being said, the UFC fighters are big draws, and Triller wants to combine. It's that cross-discipline thing, but they're trying to draw in Oscar De La Hoya. They're trying to draw in GSP. These are two retired fighters. I actually think it's a bad fight card. I think it's a bad fight card entirely. I don't think GSP and De La Hoya is going to actually pull a lot of views. Both of these guys, GSP's been out for 2 years. I don't even know when De La Hoya retired because I don't like boxing that much. But we're talking 2 years retired, and it's not Mike Tyson, right? This isn't Tyson. I just don't think so. I don't think it's that interesting. Let's go back to Dana's interview for another minute.
Come with us and make more money than you've ever made in your life. We heard that before. Chuck Liddell's here tonight. Grab him. Ask him if he made more money than he ever made in his whole life.
Pretty sure Chuck Liddell fought Oscar De La Hoya.
When he went with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? But you guys keep asking me about these idiots. You guys know they're a fucking joke, but you keep asking me about them.
Let's check that. Let's fact check that real quick. Chuck Liddell, Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, no, he fought Tito Ortiz. He fought Tito Ortiz. So this is, again, it was promoted by De La Hoya. It was a legendary rematch. Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz. Fucking nobody goes and gets it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know they're a joke. You know this is bullshit. You know they're all full of shit, and you know what I mean? But this is what you want. You want me to do this, and I tried not to do it, and I can't help myself. But I don't care what they're doing. Fucking go away. Go do whatever you're doing. Stop texting me, stop calling me, and stop fucking asking the media to ask me things, okay? Beat it. Get lost.
Derek Lewis is back here doing a guest fighters.
There we go. There's Dana White. That's his opinion. Fuck you. Go do whatever you're going to do. Leave me out of it. Triller boss Ryan Kavanaugh claimed White constantly dodged his phone calls, which Dana White didn't deny. Why would he deny it? I don't listen to this idiot. I don't take his phone calls. Absolute bullshit. Don't care. Don't care. This idiot calls me every day, texts me every day. White says, please answer my call. Please talk to me. Why won't you talk to me? Because I don't give a fuck about you. Do your thing. Leave me alone. Go fucking do whatever it is you're doing. Knock yourself out. I could care less. So anyway, yeah, Dana White, obviously, he has no interest in letting UFC fighters out of their contract. Triller is trying. Look, whatever you think about any of this stuff, here's the reality. Dana White has built a fighting promotion. That's UFC. It's the #1 premier MMA fighting promotion in the world. They're the king. They're up there. You can hate them all you want, but they're the #1 promotion. Triller is trying to take the talent because the talent's going to UFC. And if you watch the UFC fighters react to the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight, you can see it. You can see it. We worked really fucking hard to be in UFC, and Jake Paul's a random nobody on YouTube who's trying to fight us. No. Didn't earn it. That's what their opinion is by and large. Dana White doesn't have to release any of these fighters to fucking Triller. Nobody. And there's no real gain. Think about it. Like they could make some money. Sure, they can make some cash if they go with Triller, maybe, depending on the buy. But unless, like, honestly, if I'm GSP, I'm not fighting Oscar De La Hoya. I'm fighting Jake Paul. If I'm GSP, I want the fucking clicks. I don't want Oscar De La Hoya. When did Oscar retire? He announced his retirement in 2009? 2009. The man's been retired for 13 years. 12 years. Math, lawyer math. 12 years? Why the fuck would anybody care about Oscar De La Hoya? Doesn't mean he can't fight. Doesn't mean anything. But it does mean that he has no clickability. No clickability. 12 years. 12 years. Why would anybody click on that fucking fight? Pay $50 to watch two geriatrics battle it out? I'd almost pay for GSP. That's literally it. That's the only person. I would definitely not pay for Oscar De La Hoya. Holy criminy. All right, this is a completely separate. This is a completely separate thing. Way, way different. Are you guys ready for this? This is the most based exit from a criminal conviction I'd ever see. I've ever seen. This guy. Well, let's just take a look at this. Boom. Fargo man commits suicide in court after bad news from the judge. In court. The man's identity and the nature of his verdict were not immediately clear. A disturbing scene rocked the federal courtroom in Fargo Monday when a man, moments after learning his fate, stood up and slit his goddamn throat, according to U.S. Marshals. Blah! Done. Done. He doesn't give a shit. Breaking, the U.S. Marshals confirm one person is dead after an incident at the federal courthouse in downtown Fargo this afternoon. Witness tells VNL during his sentencing hearing, the male defendant stood up and slit his throat with what looked like a pen or a plastic shank. Uh-oh. Just a second, I got a backup battery. It's my fault. I left my fucking camera on all day. My bad. Set up. Just a second. I'm getting there. Oh, yeah, that's good. There we go. Woo! So the USB charger doesn't quite provide enough power. It doesn't quite provide enough power into the camera. I gotta order one of the dummy batteries, but I don't have one yet. I don't have one yet. Oh shit, I left out a bunch of super chats. We'll have to get those. All right. All right. Tina says, Nick, we all know the balls or no balls question. So I have a new question. Would you rather have someone who looks like a girl but has a penis, or someone who looks like a man but has a vagina? I wouldn't go with either option. I don't know. Push comes to shove, I'll go with real girl all the time. Real girl every time. Heinrich Berndowski says, Judge Middleton, the buttfucker 3000 judge, got told from the top to stop doing court streams. That was the next story, you asshole. He did a final goodbye stream yesterday and left the live chat on. Check it out on his channel, Judge Jeffrey Middleton. It's very heartfelt. Yep. No, it's something I'm gonna actually cover more in depth, because it's a really important question about court transparency. And he nails it. He nails it. He's right. Kyra says, free to nips? No. No, we're not doing it. Cloud Duel 13 says, pineapple does not belong on pizza, you goddamn degenerates. Nova Zero says, look, you're wrong, Rackets. No one would ever spend $50 to get you to do stuff. Nope. Nobody. No one. And don't tell people that they don't spend that in a month on creators they like. Viewers don't pay cable that much. No. Whoops. All right, back to this. After the verdict was read in Quentin Burdick Courthouse, the convict stood up and slashed his throat ear to ear with either a pen or a plastic shank. I fucking hope it was a shank. Can you imagine trying to slash ear to ear with a pen? Oh my God. Law enforcement officers responded to 911 calls around 2 p.m. A witness told WDay News killed himself after getting bad news from a judge. North Dakota U.S. Marshal Dallas Carlson said the jury had just returned a partial guilty verdict against a man who would face stalking-related charges. Carlson said the sharp object used might have been made of plastic. U.S. Marshal also said the jury left the courtroom, but U.S. District Judge Peter Welt, courtroom staff, and others witnessed the incident. Court security officers and deputy marshals tried life-saving measures, but were unsuccessful. Damn. Don't know the details of the charges. Can't know until they release the actual real name. They got to dox him. I got one more story here. This is a story of cuckoldry of the maximum degree. Right, like you've heard of the nth degree. This is the maximum degree. This guy is a giant fucking pussy. You guys already know who he is. Prince Harry criticized after calling First Amendment in USA bonkers. Bonkers. Guys, I love the new people coming to the stream, wondering what I'm wearing. This is a vest. This is the vest. We have reached the vest goal. I don't know what else to tell you. This is what I've heard the big streamers do. The Duke of Sussex says anyone can capitalize or exploit what's not said rather than uphold what is said in podcast interview. Prince Harry has been criticized by some commentators after he described the First Amendment as bonkers during a podcast interview last week. Duke of I don't want to fucking register. God damn it. I'll fix this. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, would you put all of your links? Would you do archive links for all of them? No. You know why I'm not going to? Because archive links are fucking annoying 90% of the time. 90% of the time, they're really fucking annoying. They don't look right. They got these bars on the sides of them that mess up the cropping. It's a mess. But we'll do it for this one. The Duke of Sussex made the comment during a candid interview last Thursday with actor Dax Shepard, who hosts the Armchair Expert podcast. The former senior royal said the First Amendment, which primarily protects the freedom of speech in the U.S., was bonkers. But he admitted he didn't understand it, as I've only been here a short time. Get the fuck out. We don't want you. Get out. Get out. Get out. Nobody wants you here. Nobody in America needs you. The British don't want you. The Americans don't want you. Go hang out in Palestine and get stoned to death, you fucking communist. Get out. Get out. Speaking about misinformation during the interview, Harry said, I've got so much I want to say about the First Amendment, as I sort of understand it, but it is bonkers. No, it's not. It's not bonkers. It stops people like you from bothering people like me. Fuck off! Nobody wants your opinion on anything. Your own mom doesn't care what you think anymore. You're a vapid, pointless, feckless, testicleless cuck who had to give away his guns to appease his fucking minority pay-per-view girlfriend. Good Christ, you're embarrassing. Like, imagine, oh, I married her because she's black. Fuck you. Get out. Get out. His mom is dead? Not dead enough. She should die again. Fuck off. Wait, is he Diana's kid? Imagine marrying a goddamn photo op. And then, like, you're the fucking prince. You're the prince. You're like one of the, you're in some line of heir to the throne of England. You're a prince. You marry a photo op. Fine. Lots of royalty marries a photo op. That's an okay thing. Here's the problem. You listen to the photo op as if it's a person. That's not a person. That's a photo op. Meghan Markle is not a people. Meghan Markle's a photo op. She doesn't tell you what to do. What are you doing? Listening to the photo op. You're listening to a headline. You're the prince. You're the fucking royalty. She's a literal who? Some daughter of some Hollywood person. Who cares? There's a bunch of models running around. There's a bunch of hotter women with more status. Their status doesn't matter. You're a fucking prince. There's a bunch of models running around with sufficient status for you. Just go on Instagram and go on top e-thoughts on Instagram. Just marry Amaranth. Who cares? Anybody but Meghan Markle. And then listening to her as if her opinion has ever mattered to anybody. I cannot imagine. Make me royalty. Make me royalty. For God's sakes, make me royalty and watch how much I don't fucking care whatever arm candy is attached to me says. Oh, Prince Harry Chan? Maybe you should get rid of your guns. Lol, fuck off. The only place those guns are going is in your asshole tonight. Deal with it. Why would you ever listen to them? Lol, Harry Chan? Maybe we should move to Canada. Who the fuck moves to Canada? No. Why would you ever listen to this? There's a literal nobody. Meghan Markle? Jesus Christ, she's already pumped out 2 babies. She's pumping out babies left and right. You know why? She's got to secure that bacon. Jesus. He's listening to her. Oh my God. Harry Chan, I want you to get rid of your rifles. That's $52,000 worth of rifles. Yeah, Harry Chan will be good for the environment. You know what else would be good for the environment? Your decomposing body would fertilize the soil. Fuck off. Cannot believe it. What this man did for a PS5 is embarrassing. He should go away. Go away. I don't want to start going down the First Amendment route because that's a huge subject and one which I don't understand because I've only been here a short time. But you can find a loophole in anything. You can capitalize or exploit exploit what's not said rather than uphold what is said. First Amendment protects freedom of speech, the press, the assembly, the right to petition, the government in the U.S. Oh, and religion. And religion. The independent. There's that one too. It's kind of important. The free exercise of religion. First Amendment. It's in the fucking document. Religion. But Harry's comments drew some angry backlash, largely from conservative American and Britons. Nigel Farage, former leader of the Reform UK, formerly known as the Brexit Party, accused Harry of having lost the plot by criticizing the First Amendment. Prince Harry to condemn the USA's First Amendment shows he has lost the plot. Soon he will not be wanted on either side of the pond. He's already not. He's already not. Get out. Get out. Put him in the middle of the ocean. We'll compromise with England and he can stay in the fucking middle of the Atlantic. Go away. Republican Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw, Fed, claimed he just doubled the size of my Independence Day party following Harry's comments. Fox News' Laura Ingraham, Fed, added, "Don't let the doorknob hit you, Windsor." Conservative author and talk show host Candace Owens, Fed, said, "Sunday riddle, how many more Hollywood-style interviews will Prince Harry and Meghan Markle give before they finally achieve the privacy they claim to be so desperate for?" But some came to his defense on social media. With one person, a person who, a literal who, they found a person. Moon Pie, former blue, anti-mob, anti-woke. That's who they found. Let's review this. They got Dan Crenshaw, Laura Ingraham, Candace Owens, and then a person. 163 followers. A person. Imagine that's what they choose. They couldn't find anybody of similar stature. Jesus. They couldn't find anybody. They got 163. Oh my God, what's their Twitter bio? Preferred pronouns, get over yourself. 420. Woke Dems are toxic. I love history and old school comedy. Virtue signaling and cancel culture are blah. Good. I like them. But seriously, that's it. That's all they could find. They couldn't find a blue check with like 30,000 followers. Anybody? A lot of cyberbullies, instigators, and slanderous fakes take advantage of the free speech rule when it was intended to protect the dignity of expressions, press, etc. Fuck you. No, it was intended to protect everything. Everything. The First Amendment, in my opinion, protects literally all speech. All of it, even the slander and defamation. But I'm a radical. I'm a free speech radical. Fuck me. All right. You, Pierre Chan, you son of a bitch. Look at this. God damn it. Pierre Chan busted out the vest meme picture. It's my life now. This is my life now. All right. Let's go ahead, read the chats, and wrap up the show. I think we passed the unzip marker. Woo! Oh, unzipping is better for me anyway. God, I fucking hate tax day. I hate it. Tonight is movie night on Twitch. We will be watching a movie. I have several good selections. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll be watching it. Okay. Here we go. Here are the chats from tonight. Mario Carter 13 says, Razor Fist. All my life I've been telling myself I'm not into ass fucking, and every year I file my taxes anyway. Damn. Samurai Senji says, well, the leftists are pro-war and pro-Israel since Biden gives so much money to the Israel and Palestine. It's like we're giving money to both. Wolfgang Deo, with a whole bunch of fucking chat, says, everyone complains about how taxes are not coming out of where they're supposed to. This, that, and the other thing. Why do we not crowdsource a look through the tax documents and laws and argue each piece like it were on GitHub? Because it would cost way too much money. Wolfgang says, like, why not start off with a test jurisdiction and take a town, find all the codes and laws relevant to it, and just catalog it? And then have a comment section. Just figure out the structure of the laws, argue the bugs out, and then push for change. Because you're not going to do that through the courts at all. Taxation and its effects have largely been upheld by the courts. There's no basis. Like, precedent is against you. Satanic Potato says, holy shit, you look like hell. Last time I saw you didn't have nearly as many wrinkles. Are you doing all right? It's probably the camera. But no, I'm not doing all right. I hate tax day. Tax day ages me a decade every year. I fucking hate tax day. Wolfgang Deo says, Susan of YouTube sucks dick. Has no sense to her. COVID is a form of common cold. Masks don't work. Lockdowns kill. Dr. Fauci is a demented idiot that has been in government too long. The election was stolen. Wet as water. Don't read this, Nick. Well, I just read it, but let me go ahead and express that the views of this channel have nothing to do with the views of that particular chat. The election was fine. It was fortified, and it was wonderful. It was perfectly legitimate, and it is the law of the land according to every single court and every single analist that has ever lived. So, the election was not stolen. The election is legitimate, and all COVID measures implemented by the government are perfect and good, and everyone should listen to the experts about whatever they say. In Minnesota, the experts have said no more COVID mask requirements, and so that's what I abide by. But that's only Minnesota. You should check with your state and your experts. Why would you send that, you motherfucker? Mexican Man and Cheese says, you're pretty spot on your statement about guys who are into very young girls not having evolving taste. Did you see the girl armored skeptic during dumped shoe on Ed when she turned 31? It's a clone of her at 18. No, I haven't seen that, but I have seen Shoe on Head's nudes. Good job, girl. Fallen Phoenix Drazar says, with all this dead air, it feels like I'm tuned into the Kumite. Listen, everybody's miserable. Burger King is fucking miserable. Mario Carter 13 says, there's a lot of great actors on the left. Some can get so into character that they convince the general public they're an actual comedian. Yep. Satanic Potato says, I want the old camera back. Never. Holy hell, you're ugly. Never. I'm kidding, but you do look tired. Dude, I am tired. Today's been a shit day. Not even joking. I slept for 12 hours last night, and I realized what it was. My narcolepsy triggers on stress. And I could not wake myself up today. And I realized taxes, plus I had a couple other things in my legal profession to deal with. Plus, I had some activities for my kids. Like all that combined, I knew about all of it when I went to bed last night. And that stress makes me tired. I had a hard time waking up this morning. I slept through 4 alarms. And that's the fucking narcolepsy. It kicks in when I'm stressed out. I'm very, very tired today. Yeah, so I expect to look tired. What kind of whiskey would you recommend to someone whose budget is nothing over $40? The Rittenhouse Rye was under $40. Four Roses is under $40. It's a great whiskey under $40. Trying to think of other under $40 whiskeys. $14.92 is under $40 or $17.92 is under $40 somewhere. Redemption, I think, is a rye whiskey that's under $40. Give it a shot. Go for it. Don't drink Fireball. Proper number 12 is garbage. Basil Hayden's is typically over $40, but it's like 45. So get it. Get Basil Hayden's. Other than that, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. I don't tend to buy under $40 whiskey because I'm still trying whiskeys that are over $40 first. I'm not opposed. Michter's. Oh, you can get Michter's Sour Mash for like $38, $39. That's a great whiskey. Michter's is good. Good stuff. Strongly recommend Michter's. Also, Evan Williams, especially if you're in Kentucky. In Kentucky, there's a Kentucky exclusive $12 bottle of Evan Williams, which is fantastically good. They only sell it in Kentucky, though. I think it's the white label. It's great. I would recommend that to literally anybody. It's actually a good whiskey. Kind of a thank you whiskey to Kentucky people. All right. Smeed says, I thought seceding from Britain meant we didn't have to put up with their retarded British bullshit anymore. You always got to. Can't get rid of it. Mexican Man and Cheese says, started the show pretty late, was listening at 1.75. Thought it was weird that you kept saying you were tired and drunk. Then I caught up to the stream. You're running a 0.25, dude. Could be. We've got, fuck me. Who joined at Paralegal? I hate how YouTube does this. Hold on, I gotta unpin your stupid comment, Baneling. No, it didn't unpin it. Fuck. Now, hold on, let me try this. I gotta see who joined. Someone joined as a member. And I can't see. God, I hate how YouTube does this. John Alexson. John Alexson, welcome to Paralegal Status. Much appreciated. I was going to talk about Buttfucker 3000. I'm going to talk about it next time. Or maybe a short video. Mario Carter 13 says, gamers, loot boxes suck. Nick, have you tried taxes? Russell Hall says, why is Beardy McBeardface yelling at the clouds? Look, the clouds fucking suck and they deserve it. The Gray One says, evening, Nick. What sort of tomfoolery have I missed? Still processing. The Supreme Court did something close to right with the Second Amendment. Swear I'm in a coma. Yeah, they had a good ruling today. They also took up an abortion case, a big one, much bigger than the Down syndrome abortion case. So we'll see how that goes. Ace Ventura says, what's a good daily driver? Islay Scotch or smoky whiskey? Have you tried Teacher Scotch? Never heard of Teacher Scotch. Islay daily driver. I'm going to go with Lagavulin 16. It's expensive. $90 a bottle. Lagavulin 8 is great. Or Lafroig quarter cask is about $55 a piece. That's what I would go with. One of those three, depending on your budget. Synapse says, cries and 27% on income and an average of 40% on consumption. Arias Rofocal says, here's 70 cents for Susan, 46 cents for Sam, and 94 cents for Nick with a $2 chat. Thank you. Wolfgang Deo says, so you waited until the last day to do taxes. I wait until the last day to do everything. Why wouldn't I wait till the last day to do taxes? What, I'm going to give the government money early? Fuck them. Malware Production says, hey, Nick, just wanted to wish me luck for tomorrow. Find out what the gender of my first child will be. I'll follow up tomorrow with the results. Yeah, good luck, buddy, but either way, it's great. Either way. Baby boys, baby girls, doesn't matter. It's all good stuff. Enjoy what you get. 200 Watt Studio says, Nick, have to get more info from the babysitter means have to get more info from the mistress. No, sorry. Lady Raggets is more attractive than the babysitter, who's exceedingly nice. But I'm down with Lady R. Guys, I have no time in my life for a second woman. I don't even have time in my life for my show obligations. You think I could squeeze like a second female in there? Oh my God, women are high maintenance. Not a chance. Kyra says the Ninja Foodie Grill is amazing. Buy one. I have a Ninja air fryer. I don't have a foodie grill. I just use a regular grill. Random username says 0 income, 0 capital gains, 0 corporate taxes. Maybe worth hitting up Caribbean country. The break-even cost may be closer than imagined. Best selling point, no American government. Search nomad capitalist. I would love to move out of the country, out of the taxes. I would love to. Or I'd just love to move out of Minnesota into like a tax haven like Texas or Florida or something like that. I can't move. I'm fucking stuck here. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just where I am. Believe me, if I could move, I'd already be gone. I'm stuck here. But thank you for the recommendation. BBTD LTD says, as a small business owner, I swear you are the voice of the suffering of all of our souls at the taxman's altar. Death to taxes. Amen, brother. Wolfgang Deo says, did you remember to itemize your alcohol consumption? I did not. I did not keep track of the alcohol I bought in 2020. I really should. Edward Creed says, what counts as legal advice? Because I work in a shoe store, and when someone buys shoes for work and their work doesn't cover it, I tell them to claim it on their tax as a work expense. That's probably legal advice, and you shouldn't say it. Bad Dragonite says, would you interview an auditor? Maybe, except I've found that auditors aren't super interesting. Don't know. Cool Frog says, hashtag get that vest. I'm rocking the vest right now, bitches. Ellie In says, sorry to hear about your hard times, Nikki. Here's some coins. Now put on a vest. Ron Crossman says, here, Nick, have my refund from my 2020 filing for $2. Edward Creed says, tax is a fine for doing right. Fine is a tax for doing wrong. Yes, very good. That's a nice little turn of phrase there. Tax is a fine for doing right. A fine is a tax for doing wrong. Cyril Foxy says, will YouTube cuts go towards saving them from Crowder suing them? Look, I haven't read the Crowder lawsuit. I know nothing about it. I haven't read anything about it. I haven't evaluated it. And Crowder's facing a very uphill battle. I know that that Jeremy put out a video today saying Crowder destroys YouTube with facts and logic and receipts or whatever. I don't know. We'll see how this lawsuit goes, but I'm not optimistic. I'm a pessimistic piece of shit. I haven't read it yet, though. Provolone Loaf says, prayers for Ethan Ralph. His online actions are often deplorable, but having a parent die hurts. And hurts deeply, let alone both before turning 40. Peace upon him and his family. I agree. Big F's in chat for Ethan Ralph's mom. No matter what an asshole Ethan Ralph can be, and he can certainly piss people off. His mom dying has nothing to do with him being an asshole. And like he said, the only good stuff about Ethan Ralph came from her. And so she deserves some Fs because, like him or hate him, believe it or not, there is some good stuff in Ethan Ralph. And I think there's this weird rumor going around that like I don't like or am mad at Ethan Ralph. I'm not. I have no beef with Ethan Ralph. I make jokes at his expense sometimes because I make jokes at anybody's expense, including my own. But Ralph has always been a nice guy to me, both in person and online. And jokes aside, losing anybody significant in your life is fucking rough. And so I hope he's doing well. I really do. Breck Nichols says, I'm a hack songwriter. This song is brilliant. Yes, it is. That's the whiskey peeing lawyer. Jackie Randazzo says, A for effort, bro. Stega says, Nick confirmed manlet fitting into a child's vest. No kidding. Look at how pathetic I am. Wig Dipper says, Attorney Tom wants us to sue for lateness. Is that likely to win if there's an exception of lateness? How do you market lateness so effectively? Attorney Tom, he popped in. I saw him in the comments of one of my videos the other day. That's a guy I would love to talk to. I don't have a easy way to reach out to him. But I'd love to talk to him. Hoping to have Robert Grueller on later this week. But I would love to talk to Attorney Tom as well. Not So Handsome Jack says, are you ready to live the cuck lord life now, Nick? No. Mario Carter says Trump would release taxes, but still on hold with IRS. Digitalis says, serious philosophical question. If you build a time machine, travel back to last week's naughty night for a three-way with the wife, did you cuck yourself? And if so, which you did you cuck? Oh, shit. So you travel back in time to the last time you had sex with your spouse and you join in. So there's two of you and one of your spouse, future you and past you. Damn, that's a good question. I don't think you cuck yourself because you can't high five. I watched Time Cop, and if you high five, you melt into a puddle of goo, and that would make the wife happy. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. So I don't think it's actually cucking yourself. You have to wink and nod. You have to do non-contact, non-visual cues or non-verbal cue, whatever it is, non-physical cues to do it. I don't think it's a cuckening though. Future you and past you wouldn't agree to do it. I'd kick past me's ass. We'd definitely do it. By the way, I found out I was thinking about the problem of time travel the other day. The Earth moves. Not just around the sun, right? But the sun and the Earth and all the other planets fucking travel. How do we get around that problem? I've never seen that problem addressed in time travel movies, but if you were in the same spot and you just traveled back in time, right? Ignoring the other physical dimensions, but you travel back in time, where you end up is not where the Earth is. So maybe a whole fucking bunch of people traveled back in time, but they just ended up in empty space. Think about it. Think about it. Adrian Jones says, believe it or not, with that vest on, you actually look like a younger version of Gary Oldman's Jim Gordon from the Dark Knight trilogy. CJ says, that's it. Sending you the Jones Company turkey soda. Okay. Bad Vibe says, with a nose like yours, food shouldn't be hard to find. You know what? You son of a bitch. Wolfgang Dale says, it ain't pizza without pineapple, you F-slur. Pineapple on pizza's degenerate. Stop it. Stop it. Bad Vibe says in Trump voice, pineapple belongs on pizza. It's the greatest. It goes with pork. Unlike frog, pork and frog is for white flag waivers. No, pineapple pizza is disgusting. Why would you support this? Arson Flair says, I'm libertarian, not anarchist. Taxes should be low and simple. Military, police, border control, roads and infrastructure, income and or sales. No, not and or. Only sales taxes. Business transaction taxes are all that's needed. Arson Flair says, first super chats to you. Thank you. And they're about taxes. The character limits are insanely low to high costs. I'd like to hear you discuss this with someone. I guess, but for me, taxes are literally taxes literally should be business transaction taxes, and that's it. And they should be low. They don't need to be high. Wolfgang Deo says, your son wears that vest. How could you? Looking good. Well, because I'm small. Not so handsome Jack. It's also a small vest. You just can't see the bottom of it. Not so handsome Jack says, Nick is now moving with his dream to be a stripper. DJ says, does he draw more than Ewan McGregor? Conor McGregor? Probably. Bad Dragon, it says, you're going to see Eddie Hall versus Half Thor Bjornsson in September. Maybe. Two fat guys fighting isn't really exciting to me. Strong men are notoriously bad punchers. I don't know if I'm assuming they've been working on it, but strong men don't have striking power. They have a different kind of muscle. It's built to lift and grunt and push, not necessarily to punch. A whole different thing. Breck Nichols says, Hokey smokes. It's Sonny Bono. Brian Hull says, Nick, even your camera's exhausted with you today. Mario Carter says, nose signal. C Goody 564 says, I didn't say all archive links. I said archive links specifically for publications you don't want to support, learn to read. Oh, as if you're the only one who said anything about it, C Goody. Mario Carter 13 says, the only good royal hit the wall. Nice. Brian Hall says, I pay 10 Dogecoin to watch Nick Rekieta versus Legal Eagle in an income tax code fight on Triller. Heinrich Berndowski says, Harry did the classical mistake of marrying a Yank. Nothing good ever came out of marrying one, whether you're British royalty or not. See Edward VIII. C Goody 564 says, nothing about that archived article was formatted wrong. What the fuck are you even talking about? New York Times ones are. They are. It's annoying. No one important says, Craven the Hunter. That you? You look awful. Mevi11 says, as Kermit, Nick, you look like a gay sheep ready for a night of pulling tricks. Well, hit me up. I'm on the farm. Wolfgang says, pressure change through Legis, not court. I don't know what you're talking about. CJ says, you look good for RBG's love child. Gross. Speedy 1993 says, Nick, it has been a month and still no status of my random audit. Government still owes me $1,800. Damn. Buttfucker 3000 says, I'm digging the best game. Can't wait for the hot tub stream. Get those biddies. Toast Bill Clinton says, hit the Waffle House down south if you need a late night fix. Just be ready for a brawl at any moment. Prince Harry's a cuck who needs to be deported. Legend of Blue, welcome to paralegal status. The I See No Evil says, my grandfather said my generation relies too much on technology. I replied, no, you rely on technology too much. Then I pulled his life support. Oh, God. Becky Stratton, welcome to lawyer status. Linda Marie says, next time you play Cuck Simulator, use Google Translate app to read what the Japanese chick is saying when roasting the Ron. Savagely, lol, you have no chin. Meshikihari Ruse says, what was the Second Amendment decision? Please share. Go watch the video, Jesus. They said that the cops entering a person's residence without a warrant after the person went in for a psychiatric evaluation was not an exception to the warrant requirement, and seizing his guns was improper. Robert Levito says, going to be trying a French whiskey. Should be interesting, but I might die. Don't worry, it'll run away. Nick Naylor says, to the shoe guy, good job on bad tax advice. Work expenses only count for self-employed people. T Tax Guy. CJ says Sliders and Looper. Those aren't on. Oh, those are. Yeah, neither of those deal with the movement of the fucking planet, I don't think. Cool Frog says raising my third child by my third wife. I would not suggest trying to do more than one female at a time. Just saying one at a time is best. You do you. Yeah, no, I can barely keep up with one. I can't imagine having two women schedule stuff in your life. Oh my God, kill me. Ebony Williams says, is cryptocurrency worth getting into? Don't know. You got to talk to a financial advisor. That's how you get streams banned, by the way. Streamers giving advice on cryptocurrency, bad news. Don't do it. Don't talk about it. Crypto doesn't exist. Never even heard of it. Bearded Gamer Dad says, no sleeves and time travel talk means the booze is flowing. Edward Creed says, your blood type is gravy. God, I wish I would cut myself just to cover my mashed potatoes. Jojo Useda says, I don't know if it's asked, but what do you think about what's going on with the hedge fund AMC short squeeze stuff? It's now at $15.50. No idea. Haven't been following it. Haven't been watching it. You guys who make money on the stock market, baffle me and amaze me. I just try to make money the old-fashioned way. As Cybertaz says, son of Bayou Billy. Meshikaru says, sorry, will do. Didn't know there was one. Yeah. Check it out. I uploaded it today. It covers the whole case. Joseph Kerwin says, I feel like the British don't really get English liberalism. They should have read Locke. Anyhow, can we crowdsource some of the effort to send the Soylent Prince to Palestine? That'd be great, but no. Uy 99 says, I vote for watching Tucker and Dale versus Evil tonight. Saw it half a year ago. It was brilliant. One of my favorite movies I've ever watched. And I'd love to watch it again before it goes off Twitch. It's not in danger of going off Twitch right now, as far as I know. Bad Dragonite says, how do you like mashed potatoes? Smooth or with chunkiness? Chunkiness. How watery? Not watery. Fuck that. Peels or no peels? Don't care. Any additions like butter or mayo? Yeah, giant fucking stick of butter, because you just dump a bunch of butter in mashed potatoes and make them better. But always with gravy. Satanic Potato says, have you tried Calypso Spice Rum before? I'm not a big rum fan. Not to be confused with the fruity Calypso drinks. It's made in the Virgin Islands. Tastes a lot like Captain Morgan, but it's a tad sweeter, but also a bit harsher. It's cheaper too and comes in a plastic bottle. Nope. Baronet says, good morning. On Saturday, my government announced a new Polish order effective 49% taxation on anyone making over $25,000 a year. Spending this money on buying votes from the lower class. I can either fight this or move to Czechia. I was crying. That's the problem with Eastern Europe, man. For all of the baseness of Poland, there is income tax cuckery. Bad Dragonite says, easy workaround to your time travel issue, Nick. Gravity actually affects time as well. So we could just make up some techno babble about how the gravity of the planet keeps you grounded or something, but it wouldn't. Maybe you just shift a bit and end up in a wall. I disagree. Finally, CJ says, just talk to Fargo, man. Oh, wait. Rip Fargo, man. All right, guys. There we go. We hit that chest goal. Vest goal, chest goal, whatever it is. We hit it. We love it. We are now DSP tax free. Game over, man. All right. Gonna go over to Twitch. We're gonna watch a movie. Not sure what. We'll announce it over there. Check it out. And otherwise, see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good night, guys. Peace. Peace.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some lost-plaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes madder, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an Ardbeg, a Balmore, a Lafroig. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lost-plaining tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all plentiful, from Doug T to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. Get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lost-plaining tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour